The club owners are expected to face trial later this year. Alan Chernoff, CNN, Providence, Rhode Island.
Happening in America now, police believe there is a killer alligator on the loose near Sunrise, Florida. The body of a woman was found in a canal. Police say it looks as if she was bitten by an alligator. Witnesses say they saw the woman dangling her feet in the canal during a bike riding trip. In California, still missing. Somebody stole 700 pounds of dynamite from a mining company 8 days ago. About 200 pounds been returned, left outside of a fire station in Riverside on Wednesday. No sign, though, of the rest of it yet. There's a $25,000 reward for any information about the explosives. Noted journalist A.M. Rosenthal has died. Rosenthal, who's more commonly known as Abe, was executive editor for the New York Times for 9 years, beginning in 1977. He began at the paper in 1943 as a part-timer. A.M. Rosenthal was 84 years old. And a follow-up now on a story we told you about yesterday. The prom will go on, in fact, for 6 seniors in Massachusetts. Remember this story? The prom dates were originally denied after they had those criminal background checks. Well, officials from the Dennis-Yarmouth Regional School District says they can't get the investigations finished before the prom on Saturday, so they're reversing course and they're going to allow the dates to attend. And how about this one? Coming soon on the Grand Canyon. Take a look. A new way to see the canyon, but definitely not for the faint of heart. A horseshoe-shaped plexiglass bridge right there. That's the artist's rendition. It's going to extend from the canyon rim 4,000 feet above the Colorado River. I'm not sure I would. No, yeah.
It's shaped like a U to
like
stand for "Are you nuts?" Yeah. To be on this thing.
It'll be made of glass so that you can look down and enjoy that beautiful view.
Should be a V for vertigo.
Yeah,
is what
that
it should
sounds
be.
like a really bad idea.
Wow. All right, another what?
That's it for me. Maybe people would enjoy it.
No, I'm not going out there. No.
Yeah.
Another for Barry Bonds last night, leaving him stuck one behind Babe Ruth for number 2 on the career home run list. So he's still number 3 now, just to get that straightened out here. He gets another shot tonight against the Cubbies. Bonds is close to Ruth. He's still got a little ways to go for Henry Aaron, of course, with 755. Bonds is a year older than Babe Ruth was when he hit 714. A footnote, Henry Aaron was actually 5 days short of his 40th birthday when he passed Ruth. We're just doing ages this morning. I didn't know, just another little stat to throw in as we wait for him to catch up with the Bambino. Still to come in the program, Russia growling back at the U.S. after recent criticism from Vice President Dick Cheney. We'll have more on President Putin's comments for you coming up.
And locking in the price of gas before it goes any higher. Carol Costello has a look at that story for us just ahead.
Plus, it's now down to the final 3. Which of these 4 idol wannabes got the boot? It was the wrong person. I'm telling you that right now. It was a big mistake. We're going to explain to you how a guy got robbed. Stay with us.
Today's weather update is brought to you by the Tractor Supply Company. The stuff you need out here.
You gotta admit, this is the life. Plenty of elbow room, no neighbors on top of you. Yep. In fact, the other morning, I walked out to get the mail in my underpants.
That's a little too much information, Alan.
It's time to make tall grass short. Dig in at Tractor Supply.
Once in a while, you discover something truly wonderful.
It's outrageous to line your pockets off the misery of the poor. Outrageous the crime some human beings must endure. But I'm tired.
Always relevant.
How can you live in the Northeast?
Always brilliant.
How can you live in the South?
Paul Simon.
Go-kart sitting in the shade. You don't need a ticket to ride it. Summertime.
Surprise. The new album from Paul Simon. In stores everywhere.
Only one news network has been the most trusted for nearly 2 decades. CNN. Still the most trusted name in news.
Now you can order Derailed on demand.
Any witnesses? They hid in their room the whole time.
You better not tell the police.
How'd you get this number?
They know everything about us. You want a gun, Mr. Shine?
What do you think I did this? How far would you go?
We crossed the line.
To prove your innocence?
The best is yet to come.
Derailed.
Tune to Channel 900 to watch this movie now. Time Warner Cable.
This Mother's Day, call Mom and say all the things you never could. Like the way you used to sneak out after curfew. Or how her favorite teacup got up on the roof. You can tell Mom everything when you switch your home phone service to Time Warner Cable. Because it gives you unlimited local calling and free long distance anytime. So go ahead, tell her what really happened to the car when you were 17. Or save her the grief and just tell her, I love you. Switch to a better home phone service for Mom and your wallet.
AC 360, CNN Tonight, 10 Eastern.
More trouble for Florida commuters this morning. Falling trees caused by brush fires are covering part of Interstate 95. 12 miles, in fact, from Port Orange to Edgewater are closed. The crews are now clearing the debris. The agency that oversees the internet says no to creating an X-rated domain. An official at the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers says creating a XXX domain might require the agency to enforce anti-porn laws. And in New Zealand, Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones, he got out of the hospital today. You know, he had to have surgery to relieve the pressure on his brain after he fell out of a tree. That happened when he was on the island of Fiji.
Wow. He is the survivor, isn't he? Time for another high-octane look at the price of gas. Here's the latest CNN gas gauge for you. The national average. Where's the music? Jerry. No music?
Jerry,
right.
Man. What's that about?
$2.89 for unleaded regular, down just slightly every year. Imagine music and a graphic now. 1 month ago.
I'm trying to think of something to help you.
Can you put like $2.89 on a piece of paper for me? A year ago, it was put $2.18 now. $2.18. Okay, $2.18. Okay, there's the graphic support right there for you. There you go. Can't see it very well. How would you? The question I have for you is, how would you like 99 cents a gallon?
All right, I'll take it.
Bring it on, right? We told you about this the other day. There's one part of the world, St. Cloud, Minnesota, where they were smart enough. These people are good, smart people. They got a fuel bank going. Oh. Carol Costello has more from the newsroom. Hello, Carol.
I know. Imagine if you'd live in St. Cloud. You'd be in heaven when it came to gas prices, because really, imagine paying 99 cents a gallon today. If only we all had access to a fuel bank.
Ooh, it hurts to look, doesn't it? All that money going into your tank.
Gas prices are tough.
I think they're horrific. We ordered a Prius today. It cost me like $60 just to fill my car up.
So extreme. And if you're Bernice Gold, so unnecessary.
$1.12. I'm paying $1.12 is great.
No kidding, she did say $1.12. Gold, like about 8,000 others, are tapping into a fuel bank. It saves Gold roughly $1.77 off of AAA's national average.
If you got gas in the bank, you can put it in your tank.
First fuel banks may be the best kept secret in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Jason, I'd like to visit, but I gotta run in.
The family-owned business is 24 years old. Roger Plombon has been a customer since the beginning.
Same card, yeah, since '82.
He buys gas in bulk, sometimes years in advance, to lock into the price per gallon and hedge against rising prices.
I am sub $2.
Plombon purchased $2,000 worth last December. At $1.99, that's 1,000 gallons in his bank.
So I don't have to pay that amount of money, $265.9. I'm paying $1.99.9, which suits me fine.
But if you bought gas the day CNN visited St. Cloud, you'd lock in at $2.67 for a gallon of regular.
It gives the savvy buyer complete control, and of course the other person that wants to live hand to mouth, he can continue to trade at a convenience store.
President and CEO Jim Fenice has about 300 customers locked in years ago at under $1 a gallon. Thousands pay under $2. Fenice is able to meet the demand because his tanks are 6 times the size of typical stations. And his stations are totally automated, limiting overhead.
There's 5.33 pipe tariff from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Minneapolis.
Also, he's a savvy market player. Sales last year topped off at almost $14 million.
If you don't know what you're doing, one straight up market and you're gone.
Cheaper gas leaves Plombon with more money to enjoy retirement.
It means an extra trip going fishing or something, because I love to fish and hunt.
And driving to his cabin at the price he pays at the pump won't break the bank.